Hey, welcome back, my fellow humble investors. It's me, E.T. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a self-taught investor who likes talking about great companies. And you guys know I love talking about Humbl. So let's catch up and see what type of news we had for last week. And we'll talk about the price action and the performance of the shares that I own, as well as my ETX in Humbl Financials. All right, last week, the big news last week is that on the 24th, well, actually the 24th, this weekend, started the First Annual Shareholders Conference. And that was in Nashville, Tennessee. I couldn't make it. However, I did take a look at the shareholders conference held by Brian Foote, the CEO of Humbl. That's a 51-minute long video. If you're interested in watching that, definitely I have the link in the description below. As well as if you want to just look at the slides that was used during the presentation, all you have to do is go to Humbl, humblpay.com, go over to investors, and you can view those slides. I also have a link to all of that in the description below. Now, I did watch the presentation, investors presentation, and a lot of good information. Overall, it was a good presentation, a lot of good information. He went over a lot of the information that we already knew, just emphasized that. And also, he talked about certain things, but I think there was some missed opportunities. I know that you can't go over everything, but I think still there was some missed opportunities there. He talked about the structure, he talked about the future of blockchain, why he started the company. He went over the three verticals that we have, the Humbl Pay, the marketplace, and Humbl Financials. He talked about, the future of blockchain and so forth. So he talked about all of that. The really only new items that he talked about that really kind of caught my attention was he talked about Humbl Financial, how they improved the rebalancing, and that now with when you click to your page summary, it is a real-time price update of your investment, which is good. Remember, at first it was just updating just once a day, so that's a good thing. Also, he talked about ticketing. He talked a lot about ticketing and NFTs and where he's seen the future of that was going. One of the things he talked about was that the target that they have when it comes to the monthly top line sales. They have a target of $2 million per month. And based on what he was saying, it looked like they're meeting that expectation or that target. The only thing that I wish he would have talked about was, yes, that's top line sales. How does that equate? What, for every $1 million of top line sales, how does that convert to actual revenue for the company? I mean, that would be good to know, kind of get an idea of that conversion, what rate that is, the margin on that. That would have been good. One thing that he didn't talk about that I thought was a missed opportunity is really to talk about at least nothing else, the last quarter's financials. And I know it's not much there. When it comes to revenue is very low. What, $380,000? However, the key thing I think that he really could have jumped on and kind of emphasized was that 45% revenue growth quarter over quarter. And, that there is something that he really could have got everybody fired up on. Just 45%, yeah, so on low revenue. But as the revenue grows, if we can keep up at a 45% revenue growth for a while, extrapolate that. Think about that. Didn't mention it at all. I think there was I think that was a missed opportunity, but that's just my own personal opinion. But overall, I think it was a good presentation. Definitely, I would check it out if I were you guys. Now, with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the price action for last week, our current position in Humbl, as well as the performance of my Block 3 and Block 5 and my Humbl Financial ETX. All right, Humble Nation, let's get into the price action for last week, my current positions in Humble, and also with the performance of my ETX. All right, here was the close on Friday. Friday we closed at really about 87 cents. And as you can see up here when it says total volume for Friday was 3.4, that was below the 10-day average of 3.9 mil. If you notice that the average volume for the last 10 days, 3.9, it was pretty low. We've seen it as high as 14 million. So volume is definitely low for this stock. Also, it looks like we had a slight uptrend for the week for the last 5 trading days. But if you think about it, last Friday we closed at 86 cents. We closed at 86.98 on Friday, which is really 87. So there is a slight increase. Seems like we're holding at about that 86 cents price target there. So we'll see what happens next week. On the shorts were up and at it again. Even though it was low volume, 60% of the volume on Friday, over 60% was shorts. And it's going to stay that way for a while. If you look at this short line here, I mean, last time the lowest we've been probably within the month was, in the last few months, was back in May 26, when we were under 30. All right, Humbl is number 2 of the 50 most searched stocks within the last 72 hours. Looks like we're always going to stay up there in the top 5. And this here, as you know, I am trading. I have a separate pot of money that I'm used strictly to trade Humbl. And it was my first trade on Humbl, made 309, and immediately put in for placed a limit order to buy 1,000 shares at 75. It did not reach 75 last week, so my limit order is still there. It's good until canceled. And what I'm going to do with the profits that I make from trading Humbl is to buy some shares for my buy and hold account for Humbl. All right, as you can see from this chart here, this is my current position in Humbl. I have a total of 10,250 shares of Humbl. I'm currently down 42%, and importantly, I am down 55%. Now, if you notice here in this yellow here, this here are the stocks that I'm buying with the profits from trading Humbl. I've only been able to buy one so far, and that was on the 15th, about 250 shares at 80 cents. That was part of that $309 profit that I made back there on the 7th of September. All right, for my ETX performance, I have block 3, block 5. Block 3 is down 15%, block 5 is down really 10%. So my total initial investment of $1,000 is now worth $879.41. Now, I was up in block 3, block 5. However, last week, what really sent the crypto market into a tailspin was the fact that China has made all cryptocurrency illegal. Okay, so right now the crypto market is definitely down. I don't think that is going to stay down because crypto is here to stay worldwide. Now, this is kind of the portfolio composition for block 3. As you can see, Bitcoin 50%, Ethereum 25%, Litecoin 25%. This is the composition for block 5. You can take a look at that. And this here is my monthly performance for my ETX performances. I started this on the 29th of April, and as you can see, it went through a V-shaped recovery. Went positive here, and now we're down. Remember that $879.41, that represents a negative 12% return of investment. So I'm down 12% on that. I'm not worried about it. It's the crypto market. Crypto moves. It's very volatile, and it moves fast and furious. Well, there you have it. As you can see, crypto is going to be crypto. Bottom line. It's going to be volatile. It's going to go up and down. But the bottom line is this here. Over the course of a year, I want to see that volatility with an uptrend, a line going up. I can deal with the volatility as long as over a 12-month period, when you go from The beginning of the 12 months, the end of the 12 month, that trend line is upward, not downward or flat. All right. Price action when it comes to Humbl. Humbl is going to be in this range for quite some time. I honestly believe that, at least for the remainder of the year. Ranging anywhere from about 78 cents to $1. Not a problem. Within that range, I'll continue to trade and can't wait for it to break out of that range and start heading higher. All right, guys, I am looking forward to this coming week. See what type of news comes out and see about, hopefully we get some good price action this week as well. With all of that being said, guys, I will see you next Sunday. You guys take care. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Come on now.
That's right. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe buttons, followed by that notification button. That'll help out the channel. Thanks.